Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
To see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On play action, Fields.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it'll be intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play action now. Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Cousins gives way to Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's what...
Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. The 40. Past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Up the middle, it's Cook. stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Taken in at the 22.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. What if we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Fields.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Looking downfield for Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action. Cousins. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They try again with Cook. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Bears 14, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out right at the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And he will have the Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewisine. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On play action, Cousins. Rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Bears 21, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Forced out to his left.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
On 4th down, Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this sort of CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Play fake, Cousins. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and 4.
Again, it's Cousins. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Joseph's got it.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. So it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with it.
And now here is another interception.
And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
Off play action, Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Play action. It's Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Bears are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Vikings 3. Kylo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Cousins now from the 50. Man open, here is Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Left side, got Jones.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Play action now. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.